brought to you by Chevy Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. Green flag is just waved to restart after the 7th caution. 7 cautions for 39 laps so far. We're not quite 1/3 distance.
Now what the leaders are having to deal with this deep into the race is a lot of lap cars up there trying to get their lap back, like Joe Nemechek in the 25, Jeff Green in the 30, as well as Brett Bodine in the 11 car.
Boy, Rusty Wallace just about lost it right in front of Bill Elliott. He had it sideways. I think if it had been anybody else but Bill Elliott, he'd been out of here.
Elliott was able to correct and whoa up before, so Rusty got it saved.
It could have been big. Here he comes down in the corner. Oh, no wonder. Heck, he's all the way down on the apron. I don't know what he's doing way down there.
It looked like the group accordioned in front of him, Darrell.
And that was the best choice to go down there.
I know his car's handling good, but he ain't handling that good.
Kurt Busch working the outside of our point leader, Matt Kenseth.
Kurt, you think a little bit of bite to help you?
Yeah, it's for what's happening is if I try to cut down low and hold it on the bottom, the car just dips over on the right front and he wedges itself. So yeah, we'll probably just need to put a plate back in it.
Gotcha. We'll get you next time.
And pretty much bite and wedge is the same thing. And what that is more weight on the right front and the left rear that helps you from being loose. And what I think he's saying is my right front spring's too soft. I can't do that now. I can't fix that. So, Dick, let me put some more wedge back in it.
He's had trouble keeping the car down on the racetrack, Larry, because it has been loose all day long. Earlier in the race, we watched him run in the high lane. There was some question as to whether he was doing that deliberately. He was not. He simply couldn't keep the car down. So that's what they've got to do to win this race. Get it to run on the bottom better.
Jimmy Spencer puts his nose to the wind.
Yeah, he does. And just to pick up a little bit on what they were talking about, you work on these cars diagonally. If it's rolling over on the right front too far, screw that right rear down. That'll tighten that car up. I just could see Jimmy Spencer, he has had the determination that he was going to lead this race.
Well, the car broke on him yesterday when he was in contention for the win, and I have never seen Spencer that mad, except as a result of contact, as he was when he had to climb out of that car early. So he's on a mission, Darrell.
Well, there's several cars that, you know, every time there's a caution, some of these guys get their cars better. You know, it was loose and they get it tightened up. Now the driver can go forward, and one of them is old Mark Martin. He's got that thing in the wind. He's passed a lot of race cars, and he knows how to win Bristol.
Right now, Mark is back here in 17th position. There you see Tony Stewart in a 20 car. I think he got blocked in on that last pit stop, really put him behind, Matt.
Larry Mack, it was pretty much the accordion effect on pit road, too. The 5 car, Terry Labonte, stopped long. The 10 car, Johnny Benson, stopped short. That meant that Tony Stewart didn't have a lot of room to work. He was blocked in, went from 4th all the way to 15th. The 2 car lost time as well from the 49. We told you about that story earlier. The guy who really has the best stall now is Jeff Gordon. With the 12 car lap down, that means he doesn't have to worry about anybody in front. He can stop wherever he wants in his box.
What I like about Jimmy Spencer's car, guys, I watch him go into the corner. That thing almost stops. He lets off way early. Gordon will close up a teeny bit on him getting in. But when he turns it and mats it, he's not got any wheel spin. That thing is rocketing up off of the corner.
Well, I'm talking about outside corner, clear all around. 2 liter, Mongo.
All right.
That would be the infamous Donald Effling, his spotter.
I knew I recognized that voice.
But I tell you, they've been fast ever since they unloaded, Mike, Darrell. Brand new race car and qualified 7th, and every practice they've been right up there. And again, Mike, I couldn't agree more. I think that run yesterday just gave them that much more confidence because it was him and Tommy Baldwin together yesterday.
I'll tell you about another fellow who had a great run yesterday and who's coming, and that is Kevin Harvick, who won yesterday's race.
Yes,
he just passed Jerry Nadeau for 6th place. Jeannie?
Well, history class is in session for the 29 car, learning from the past, that is. First, a crew chief change as Kevin Harvick is reunited with his former Busch crew chief, Todd Berrier. And second, Berrier has reminded Harvick a few times throughout the day, whenever possible, keep an eye on the 2 car, Rusty Wallace, and his history here. Berrier said he's won 11 races here. That's close. How about 9? But look at Harvick, up from 27th.
And you know what I like about a crew chief change. He and Barrier worked together in the Busch Series, had a great deal of success. I like that familiar voice. I want to hear that guy that I'm accustomed to hearing. I want to hear that tone. I want to hear that confidence that he brings to me. That's a huge part of the crew chief.
Yeah, I mean, they won that 2001 Busch Championship together, won a couple of races here together in the Busch Series.
Right behind Kevin Harvick, familiar driver with a new paint scheme, a one-time paint scheme for Brett Bodine, commemorating, if you will, memorializing is a better word, the 10th anniversary of this race. During that weekend, we lost the defending Winston Cup champion, Alan Kulwicki. He and Mark Brooks, the Son of Hooters founder, Dan Duncan, their marketing manager, and the pilot were lost coming back from an appearance at Knoxville, Tennessee. The weekend of this race, that shield was created to memorialize them and the date. It happened at this race, so it was Dan Duncan's son who took a memorial Polish victory lap in Alan's honor around the track in a show car identically painted to the number 11 that Brett Bodine runs today. Alan was NASCAR's last owner-driver champion, last man to score that feat. It'll perhaps never be done again, and he said, if by winning this championship I can help someone try just a little harder to achieve their dreams, then I'll feel I've been a worthy champion. And he was. And it was a classic battle. Last race of the year, nip and tuck with Bill Elliott. Bill driving for Junior Johnson, who has been a powerhouse in the sport for all those years. Alan out there, the underdog, and he wins the championship.
And I think the fitting motto that things as it was said about Alan Kulwicki, he did it his way.
Yes, he did. Matt?
Well, Mike, Alan Kulwicki may be gone, but his memory lives on, especially here in the 2014. Bobby Turner is one of the scholarship winners of the Alan Kulwicki Scholarship. It started in the mid-90s, so going on for 7 years now. He won it in 1999. He's a co-op engineer at the shop during the week. At the track, he's pitch support. He will graduate in December with an engineering degree, thanks to Alan Kulwicki.
That team, Jeff Gordon runs second to Jimmy Spencer. By the way,
Trouble on the back. Trouble on the back.
Jack Sprague, caution is out.
I tell you guys, going to be glad to see this, Larry, because I was watching him as Dale Jr. He was falling back. He lost a couple of spots.
Now, the last caution flag came out when Sprague got into Johnny Benson. This time, Sprague spins. Was he alone?
I thought I saw a 10 car go by at some point in time there. I don't know how close, but
8th caution today.
We need to note that Joe Nemechek in the 25, Jeff Gordon's teammate, actually got his lap back at Jimmy Spencer at the line that time.
No, he's already gone.
Boy, Johnny Benson was very lucky.
Sprague may have been looking back saying, whoa, here comes that 10 car. I better, and then while he was looking back, he got behind on his
But look how high he was in turn 2. He was up there where there's no grip. We've seen so many cars spin on the high side of the exit of these corners.
I'm telling you, the spotter said, hey, watch that 10 car. He's coming up on you, and he was. He was looking at him in the rearview mirror.
Now we're seeing some of our leaders come to pit road, but just like before, Jeff Gordon in the 24 stayed out, Terry Labonte in the 5. A lot of the cars stayed out. In fact, Bobby Labonte was all the way on pit road in 18 and went back on the racetrack.
Mongo on pit road by himself.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. did come with him along with Bill Elliott and Sterling Marlin, but Darrell, 25 laps, I believe I would have stayed out.
Well, his car was going backwards. He needed to come down and make an adjustment.
But I know Tommy Baldwin, he's trying to get off sync here with these people just like you talked about earlier.